Hello, testing. Oop, hey, do we have audio? The green light is not moving, but it's lit. Hello, hello. Well, welcome if we have audio. Let's see if we can find ourselves. Oh, yeah, look, there it is. I just saw it move. Perfect. Well, good evening, everyone. Hello, Dizzy. Hello, Dizzy. Dizzy? Give us a hello, Dizzy. What do you do, Dizzy? Yeah? Dizzy just turned 15, you guys. That's 76 in people years. Right, Diz? Yeah, aren't you cute? Aren't you cute? This is one of the kitties in Bricks and Kitties. Yeah, look at you. What are you doing, Diz? All right, you guys, it's Tuesday again. And here we are, live in the litter box. All right, we're going to come back up here with our camera. There we go. I know you can kind of see the monitor in the background in the corner, but I don't know what to tell you. I gotta be able to see it. Let's see if that helps. Actually, is that worse for you guys or better? Oh well. So it's an infinity screen. I know that one light over here is really bright and washing out the back wall. But I don't know if I turn it off if I'm going to be able to find parts and see what I'm doing. But it does look good. Well, welcome. Is anybody here? Hello? All right. So we have the mess that is. And I have a couple of the building plates that I've been wanting to rework. One of them is this one. I know, Dizzy. This one here has a white sidewalk, which, I have a lot of white tiles. So as a freestanding plate, I like this. But I do want to marry it into the city, and it isn't working for me. So I'm going to change this one around. And then the main one that I want to work on is this house. Let's see, I'll bring it over. I started on it already this morning. And I worked on this one too. Not this morning, but I've been getting it finished. I have a little map of the city. A little lantern. They're having a picnic. Just all kinds of good stuff going on. The construction guys trying to get that kitty out of there. If he has to, he'll throw the shovel, So this plate here has, it was one of my first houses that I built just myself. A lot of the white bricks are old, so you can see there's a lot of different colored variations because they are old bricks. But I've been reworking this, so I have the design here at the front to where right here the road plates will connect to it. So this is the driveway and retaining wall or property wall, and then that's going to continue down this side. And so this morning, this was the one I've always just had red flowers at. And so I want to change it up a little bit this time. And even though there's still some red flowers hiding behind there, but just one strip. And then I have some stairs here stepping down. But what I really wanted to do was, I love the look of the gravel. And so I was going to gravel this whole plate. And in doing so, I was just going to reuse what I already have going here. So it's just going to be some popping off and reattaching to the other side. I got lucky one time and got a crap ton of those off the pad wall. Now, that being said, if I lay it here, then I'm going to have black underneath. I want green. I don't want black. So that means I'm going to have to change out how many plates. Gosh darn it. And I just laid these long black ones this morning. So what are you guys up to? It's Tuesday. You guys had a good week so far. I woke up this morning thinking that it was Wednesday. And I was like, oh, it's my day off. But it's not Wednesday. It was only Tuesday. Because at first I was like, okay, well, if it's Wednesday and my day off, I was like, oh my God, did I forget to go live last night? And I was like, no. I had to look at my watch again. All right, this one's going to be, I hope it's a 4x. It doesn't seem to want to come up. Oh, there we go. There, I got it. Oh, it looks like somebody popped into the chat. Belinda 1 is in the house. It's always good when you're retired. Right on, Belinda 1. Good for you. Belinda 1 put in her life's work. She's retired. Excuse me, y'all. I'm parched. Plus, the air conditioner was off all day. It's just starting to warm up in here. Or I mean, cool off. All right. So we do have a green base plate, but that's not going to work for us. We need it thicker than that. Oh, how far does this one go? Surgery is always the hard part. Oh, it's a long one. All right, well, that's coming up. How long is it? Oh, craptacular. Slide that. Oh, my goodness. Of course, it's huge. Always. All right, well, let's see. What do we have? We have the greens. We can use these. That's too long. All right, there's some 4s. Have to put the front back together. There, that's perfect. And then, is that in the way of the camera? No, you can't really see what I'm doing here. Turn this on. Put those plates back in. And then I had my lamp post there on the corner. It's so cute because when the light's just right, the shadow of the bird, you see him. Okay, so we have that fixed. Now back to grass on this side. Do I have any long green plates, or I'm just going to piece this out? Oh, look, here's plates right here. right here on this one. I'll just demo this one. Here's a 4x4. So I'll have to plate green all the way down. Hey, that's a thick brick. I don't want that one. Ooh, there's a lot of 2x4s in there. So Belinda 1, how was your week? Did you get up to anything good? I haven't been doing much, just working and building Lego. Okay, so on down, we need a couple more. Whoop. Well, there goes the flag. I put flags on every building just because I have lots of flags. And there for a while, I don't know, I seem to have less time on my hands these days, but there for a while, I would come in every day and change the direction of the wind. So I would change all the flags, make sure they were all blowing the same direction. I just can't ever seem to find the time or remember that I do that. So I guess, time passes and just don't do that anymore. All right, so on down, and then I don't know if there's going to be a retaining wall off the back of the yard or not. We won't stress about that at this point. Is there another one? There's another 2x4. Well, it looks like I had the same problem when I was building it before. Let's see. All of these are all 1x's. Greens are always the hard ones. Don't have enough. They go too fast. Okay, good luck to us here. Let's see about getting this tote out. So I did go out to I have 3 Lego stores at my disposal. One of them's kind of far. It's a good 40, 45, well, 30 to 40 minute drive depending on traffic. But I went out to that Lego store and I picked up, I was very happy to find the 2x4 large masonry bricks. Those are fun. I do not have those. I was very excited. I got 3/4 of a box. But I did get our green tote, so that will help. And Belinda 1 says, doing yard work. Have little plastic birds, clean them off. Ooh, you're going to paint them? Right on. Yard work's fun. Only when you do it for fun. If it's your job, it's probably not that fun. I think it'd be work then. Not that any kind of gardening isn't work. Being bent over the whole time. All right, let's see here. There's more green in here than I thought. Well, now I can't find a 2x4, and all I can find is 4x4s. And that one is a 4x4. What? Oh my God. I spend half my time looking for bricks. The other half pushing the bricks. Ooh, there's one. Oh, of course. All right, well, that piece is going to get covered so we can hide any kind of 2x2 under there. I'll put this black one. Oh no, where's the lifting tool? There's this one, but where's the metal one? Here it is. This one is very Very important. It gets into the places where the brick separator can't. Okay, so this whole side here, we know is for our retaining wall. So we'll put that back. That way I don't forget and try to put bricks there. Too long. Too long. Sorry, my neighbor in his loud car, if y'all heard that. I want black so I can keep it cohesive so it looks the same from the edge. Why is it so hard? All I have is big long sticks. There's a 3x3 at the bottom. Or a 3x1x3. Where is it? I need it now. 4. I saw it. Oh, look, it's stuck at the bottom. That one right there. That's the one we need. Oh my God, it is still in there. Okay. Now to clear off the board, we're going to need to pull up all these other tiles and hopefully try to not make it too redundant, because that's going to be a good size path. And it's 3 wide. That way I'll never have 2 of the brown circles side by side. Okay. Sorry, you know Lego's noisy. All right, now, after some demolition, we are back in it. Now try not to use too many of the white ones. They stick out too much and look funny. This is tedious work though. And probably, I don't know. Do we want any kind of the green sticking out, or should it just be totally covered? And if I do that, say if you go 1, 1, 1, 1 like that, and you stagger it like that, then it looks too uniform. So definitely needs to get spaced more. That's the one thing I learned about doing my first dirt road, that it can end up just looking repetitive. It's best for it to look like it just kind of happened that way. But that's everything with design, right? The best hairdo is like looks like it just happened that way. So I guess, ooh, what the hell are the neighbors doing? Jesus. Scared the hell out of me. And I definitely don't want side by side. Looks like the chat is popping. Let's go see. Go see. Right? Always at the end. Last place you look. And then, of course, wedged in there. Do I have any flats on here? I know I've been acquiring some more when they're flat like that. Looks better. I feel like some little stepping stones. These little gray ones. What the hell are the neighbors doing? Oh, that's right. They're having a party. I remember. They're having a birthday party for a kid. So no wonder it's noisy. I mean, I don't know if they're jumping on the bed or what. Let's see. 2 there. And too many grays. Let's get some of these wedges. That'll look good up against the retaining wall. And we might need Need some tan. And definitely round tan. Do I have? There's a couple on here. Yeah, that looks good. The tan definitely makes it pop, doesn't it? Here's a little brown one. Try not to get too many rounds and squares. I like to offset them. Ooh, here's a little flat brown one. Let's see, probably skip that one. I also have the ingot where it looks like a little brick. I don't know if I want to throw those in. Although that'd be really good filler, wouldn't it? I don't know. I like that there. Okay. And then what? One sideways? Sure. And then a black one. Cool. Put that one there. And then skip 2. So we're down there. Let's see. Is that an ingot hiding under here? It was a good campground, you guys. I love that campground. But can't keep it the same. This version of the city has taken me probably a lot longer than any of the others. I mean, here we are mid-April and not a damn thing is together. But I've also created that mountaintop over there, which is a pretty good feat, at least for me. Here's a tan one. That one over here. I don't like how this is marrying, though. Check that out. Okay. Yeah, right there. And then where's another tan one? I can go with this one. These are really dusty. Does it show up on camera how dusty these pieces are? I tried wiping some of them down, but I figured after I get it all together, I'll hit it with my technique, which is spraying it down with Windex just real fast. You don't want it to stay on too long, especially if there's stickers or painted pieces. The ammonia in that Windex is not your friend. Okay, I have these gray things here. Take that out. The white, I don't really care. I'm not going to do this whole area with the path. Probably just right here. The gray one there, an ingot there, black one there, and I think we'll just leave that stud green. That one right there. What do you think? Little path that wraps around. And then this is the deck. And here we'll just plant some flowers, you know. This one we could go thick. Nah, let's stick to the what we have going on. So let's see. We need a 2x3 that's just going to get buried. Do we have a 2x3 handy? Here's a blue one. We don't need to see that. And then, oops, sorry, I banged the mic. Put that one. And then we need our retaining wall here, remember? So let's go ahead and lay the black one. And if we have a retaining wall, well, I guess we're going to have to if we're going to put that black there. Well, if not, I can change it out. All right, let's see. If the wall goes all the way around, then it's also a good freestanding plate. And nothing wrong with that. So that's the way I had it designed. So we'll just keep going with that. We'll put plants here. And we need a 2x4, of course. Oh, those are big. 1x3s. Why are there so many 1x3s in the Lego world? Or at least in this Lego world. But the things about threes is you can go 3, 3, and then that one to cover that up. And then we need a 1x6 or 2 more threes. There. That whole side is done. But plants. I was working on some earlier. Where did I put them? You like the street light? Thanks, Belinda. Doesn't look dusty to you? Right on. Let's see. The other day when I was out at that other Lego store, I also got the 6 stemmed flowers, the stems, and then I got these yellow flowers so we can put and plant these in the backyard. Let's see, our retaining wall is going to be here. Well, okay, so you can just do that, but that sucks. There's no leaves. We need more plant life. I don't want to tear apart anything else. What else was already on this plate? We have the cactus, a couple of these other, this tree was on this plate as well. But that's kind of a haphazard tree there, but this cool cactus. I'll put him back here. That's a good one. Kind of a cactusy tree. And then this is our mailbox. Mailbox goes out front somewhere. We're not working on that part yet. All right, so the retaining wall will go by there. Let's see what that looks like. So this is a sample of the wall. Of course, it won't have those, but so that part of the tree, that's cute. Okay, so we need some flowers. Where's some leaves? This here is one of my most favorite bins. Hi, Scoopy. Watch out. So here's the container that I got. I should have got more, but I was trying not to be greedy that day. So I didn't buy a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, that's a good supply. As long as I don't try to make trees out of it. But this is my favorite bin. One of them. This is a lot of my plant pieces. All kinds of good stuff. So I think we'll start with a crap ton of these fuchsia pink leaves. Or I guess they're not fuchsia, but they're hot pink. I don't quite know what to do with those. Not quite yet. So one of those. And then we can put our yellow flowers in it. No. That's boring. 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 I don't like that. Well, I mean, I guess it's just a simple little... I'm just not used to these 6-pronged flowers. Usually they just have 3. I mean, you could stack it like that. Belinda, you're the planter. What do you think? Should I just put it in the ground, sticking out like that? Or should it have a leaf on the bottom? Or a couple of leaves? Or... Now, I made... Where's that big fancy one? Where did I put it? Oh my God. I made it this morning. Oh, I stuck it under this tree. What about that? With the big fern pieces? Well, okay, so if we put that in here, it's all about scale, right? If that's supposed to be some sort of a little tree, that plant might be a little too big. Let's go to the chat and see what Belinda has to say. Yeah, I need a flower pot, huh? You're wondering where the kitty cat is. Yeah, they're bouncing around. But if it's a flower pot, then that can't be in the yard. So maybe these flowers aren't going to work in this backyard. I just don't like that look. So this is the other ones that I have. These are the 3-prong stud. So you don't need anything else. And that's what I had lining the other side of the house. What do you think about that? The little 3-prong. Now see, now that's cute. That's good. That's scale. I like that. Our wall's going to be here, and the wall's going to come around there. So then we have that. And then how about we build some cute little cactus down there? A little succulent kind of situation. What do we have here? We have this green one and this green one. And we can give it a little blue flower on top. About that little planting. I like that. I think that's cute. Here is one of the best succulents that Lego's ever made. It uses little green hot dogs. Isn't that awesome? But that's part of another build. That can't go on this plate. Ah, tripping. Yeah, I can set a flower pot anywhere I want to. You are correct. But yeah, I didn't want any flower pots in the yard. But you like that one? I like that too. I think that looks good. Yeah, look at that. That looks cute. I dig it. I like that sidewalk too. Or path, sorry. It looks good on camera. All right, so the retaining wall. What pieces of that do we have left? Boy, that one's ramshackled together. Don't want to use that. Where are the 1x? Oh God, I wasn't prepared to do the retaining wall. Yeah, we're not going to worry about that part tonight because I don't want to have to dig that toad out. And my little sous chef. This was, like I said, one of my first builds. And I put a little bathroom in there. You'll see the little toilet. Whoop. And then I have this countertop that is very odd. Why does it look like that? It's missing a brick. That's why. But the little sushi chef, he's in there preparing sushi. Because it's a birthday party. We got the jacuzzi on the top. Let's see. They're partying in the jacuzzi. You got the charcuterie board that has been all knocked down. Loaf of bread. She's climbing into the hot tub. And you even have Wilson. You see that? I painted, from Castaway, the bloody handprint on the Lego volleyball. Of course, it gets blurrier the closer it gets. Isn't that awesome? All right, you guys, thanks for joining me tonight and working on this plate. And let's see, we've been going for about 40 minutes, so we're going to wrap it up. I have to carry y'all over here while I say goodbye, or if not, I'll just have to walk over there and then it'll just be dead everything. So here we are. There's a Lego City. Thanks everybody for popping in on Tuesday nights live in the litter box. Come back next Tuesday. I don't see why not. We'll do it again. All right, Belinda 1, thanks for popping in and for your input. See you guys. Bye. 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 Bye.